We talked about this book little, but one of my favorite books for productivity is At Your Best. Once I implemented this book, it drastically changed how I prioritize my tasks on a day-to-day basis. Everybody gets 3 primary assets every day: time, energy, and priorities. When you don't have an intentional strategy, then time, energy, and priorities work against you and not for you. Rather than competing with your energy levels, cooperate with them. When you leverage your energy, you'll realize you're capable of producing not just more work, but much better work than you thought possible. For example, calendaring your energy zones, priorities, and key relationships will move everything you've learned from intention to reality. Winning at work while losing at home means you're losing, period. At Your Best by Carey Nieuwhof is a book that provides practical guidance on how to become a more productive, focused, and fulfilled in all areas of your life. The book is based on the premise that we all have the potential to live at our best, but that we often get in our own way through poor habits, self-limiting beliefs, and lack of clarity about our priorities. The book is all about getting time, energy, and priorities working for you in your favor. And so here's the framework. Start with clarity. Clarify your purpose and values and identify your unique strengths and weaknesses. Live with intention. Create a plan for your life and set specific measurable goals. Develop essential habits. Establish daily habits that support your goals and align with your values. Build better relationships. Invest in your relationships with others and develop healthy communication habits. Embrace rest and renewal. Take regular breaks and prioritize activities that recharge your energy. Stay focused. Learn to manage distractions, overcome obstacles, and stay committed to your goals. For salespeople, the At Your Best framework can be used particularly well to help sales rep manage their time more effectively and stay focused on their goals. As Carey studied top performers in the world, he realized that they did more than manage their time, but manage their energy. They typically had one thing in common. They did what they were best at when they were at their best. And for a lot of people, that can be from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. every morning with no distractions. By clarifying their purpose, values, and setting specific goals and developing habits that support their sales activities, you can become more productive and achieve better results. Additionally, by prioritizing rest and renewal, managing distractions, salespeople can avoid burnout and maintain their energy and focus over the long term. One of my favorite quotes from the book is, "When you do what you're best at, when you're at your best, in the best conditions you can create, and your work becomes alive. And so do you." Carey claims that the biggest addiction is workaholism, and it's the most rewarded addiction in society. He's not saying you need to work less or not hard, but when you align your priorities with what needs to be done, you can get more meaningful work done in less time. Even though you have 24 equal hours in a day, not all hours feel equal. Most people have 3 to 5 deeply productive hours in a day. Your green zone is when your energy is high, your mind is clear, your focus is sharp. For me, this is when I focus on my biggest domino I can push over, which is typically undisturbed outbounding or customer research for big calls or upcoming proposal. 3 leveraged hours will always beat 10 unleveraged hours. Your red zone, on the other hand, is when your energy is low. You struggle to pay attention, and you find it very difficult to produce meaningful work. For me, this is small things that aren't typically critical, like responding to emails or getting back to chats on things that were not critical throughout the day. And for yellow zone, this is when your energy is in the middle. You're neither at your best or at your worst. For me, this is customer calls. Yes, they are very important, and I spend a lot of time preparing, but a lot of time when I'm prepared, my yellow zone is the perfect middle ground to execute them while still having good energy. So leverage your energy or lack of it. Don't fight the patterns, fuel them. Do your moderately important tasks in your yellow zone when you have a moderate amount of energy. Do your least important tasks in your red zone when you have the least amount of energy. The biggest red zone mistake you can make is to leave all your important decisions or critical tasks for this red zone. For me, my green zone is always 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day and 1 to 2 p.m. My yellow zone is always from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and from 2 to 4 p.m. every day. And my red zone is from 4 to 5 p.m. each day. In the same way that not all hours are created equal and not all tasks are created equal, not all environments are created equal. Find or create the most undistracted environment you can find for your green zone. Early mornings or working from home can be especially productive, not because you don't notice the distractions, but because those distractions aren't there in the first place. There is a high-level framework, but understanding when you are at your best is critical if you want to do the best when you are at your best. Time does not discriminate. With the exceptions of the day you're born and the day you die, everyone gets the exact same amount of time every day. Time doesn't grow, it won't expand, which is why time management brings you diminishing returns. Stop saying you don't have the time. Start admitting you didn't make it. I highly suggest you check out the book as it is extremely impactful if you're someone struggling with time management.